I just had to make sure. Right. All right, new season. Yeah. We're pumping it up. Yeah.
Yeah, real bad.
No. Okay. Hello to all first-time buyers, returners, or window shoppers. Welcome back to Off the Rack Season 2, a podcast where we look into any and everything fashion. My name is Cordell Jones.
I am Micah Barkely.
And we will be helping you today with your visit. Today's rack, I'm going to make sure that you guys are introduced to my new co-host, Micah Barkely. And we're going to just talk about back to school season. You know, we're back on campus. We're back on the hill. So I just want to have a nice little fun conversation about our favorite back to school moments and the whole concept of back to school period. So
I'm excited.
Make sure to stay tuned and have your carts ready because at Off the Rack, our conversations sell.
Sure do.
Now for this episode, I do not have a Black fashion spotlight, but in further episodes down the line, at the beginning of every episode, we'll highlight Black fashion brands, trends, different people, even people on campus, you know. We want to make sure that we're highlighting and talking about Black fashion in all realms and aspects. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Keep an eye out. We'll make sure we have it in the further episodes. So today's guest, but not even a guest because she's our new co-host for this season. She is a previous guest from the Y2K episode on season 1. Please welcome back to the mic and to the studio, Miss Micah Barkely.
That's me, y'all. I am so excited to be back, y'all. The Y2K episode was very iconic.
It was fun.
If you heard my obnoxious jokes, no, you didn't. They're definitely back and here to stay. So we finna eat it up.
And our.
Real bad.
And our chomp. Please. So, since today's episode is about back to school, we're talking about the back to school season. We just started back technically last week, but this week is our first week because of Hurricane Idalia.
Sure is Idalia, because they gonna correct you.
Yes, they will. I gotta make sure my pronunciation is correct.
J-School is definitely gonna get you right.
Hello. Make sure your pronunciation is correct and on point. You don't want to mess up on air. So, with back to school season happening, I just wanted to ask, just to reminisce, as a kid, whether it be going to middle school, high school, college, or even elementary, were you ever the person who puts high effort into what you wear immediately when you come back, or were you just always like chill, relax, it's whatever you have on is whatever you have on?
I feel as though I never got the opportunity to do that because the county that I went to school in, we did uniforms, K through 12. So, I mean, I didn't grow up in a high class family. So, I mean, the best we gonna get is some new shoes from Rothschild or something that my auntie could, afford. I feel like when it comes in terms of how I presented myself, though, with what I had, I really did do my best. And I feel like if we're going to reroute everything, in the end, I really did take a lot of effort into the way I looked because, I was always the little chubby dark-skinned girl. So it was kind of just like I had to make do with what I could, trying to look a certain way to not get bullied as much. You kind of want to show off your new personality, I guess, that you developed over summer. You know how people come walking into a new school year, new school year, new me. No, but that's definitely how I used to do. But once I got to college, it's definitely, especially now that we're in our third year, I definitely, that's my top priority, is looking how I would look, not trying to look how everyone else looks, but really just giving you this is Micah that everybody knows me for, the signature look. So I definitely put high effort into my back to school outfits.
Okay, period.
I can tell you do. If y'all see him IRL,
please
Cordell eats.
I'd say, okay, I don't know about that. I'd say elementary to middle, for the most part, I was wearing uniform. So realistically, I kind of feel like at that point, the most that I could do in terms of differentiating myself from anybody else, even like on first day, or probably through like sneakers. I'm not much of a sneakerhead, but like when I was a kid, usually like my uncle or like I'd have family that would like get me like a pair, like a cool, nice new pair of shoes for the first day. And I'd wear those. But as I've gotten older, especially like once I got to like high school and college, I've kind of taken the first day as not even a reclamation of like who I want to try to come into the school year as, but more so just kind of like, this is who I am, this is what I'm presenting, and this is, outside of it being anybody else's first impression, this is what my first impression is and how I want to walk into the year. Like, let's say an example of that would be like if somebody were to come in after a year of just like going through it. If they just said their first day of school, they're coming in all white. It's the show of this is
like
a
cleansing, like a purity type of,
Hear that? It's like a new me, new person. Not to be like a, new year, new me. Oh my God, I got a new haircut.
You know what?
But it's something to it. I can't lie. But, I look at it in that way.
I feel like it's more so of like a pride type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you coming into a new school year, like first impressions are like everything.
Oh
so it's like, if you've gone to school multiple years with the same people, obviously there's going to be new people coming in, especially in a college level. You don't really see this too much in like elementary to high school, but like transfer students coming in and stuff like that. And it's like, not that you want so much your image to just be fully like, oh, I care what these people think about me, but it's kind of just like setting up so that they have a standard for you. They know what you're notably known for. Oh, you wore this X, Y, and Z, and trying to kind of get a feel of what you were looking like during prior years and how you go for it. Like what you wear tends to say a lot about like you as a person.
It's a form of self-expression.
It is.
And realistically, on the first day, I'm like, that's the best way to kind of introduce how you express yourself to everybody that you know.
It is, for sure.
So my next question is, why do you think some students look at the first week of school as a runway show, like dressing up, doing the most, a lot? And do you look at it in this way or a different way?
It totally depends on where you go to school. I feel like nowadays, child, it's been almost 3 years since we graduated high school, class of 2021.
Yes.
And now there's like the running joke of, oh, when I was in high school, we was wearing X, Y, and Z. Now everybody got the 30-inch, 40-inch middle part bust down jet black type, and wearing X, Y, and Z like the Rick Owens, like all this stuff to school. And it's just like, for high school though?
Yeah, it's true, because I be seeing them TikToks of people wearing like Balenciaga sneakers, gallery department top, Rick Owens, and Gucci. I'm just like, how? Because I'm like in high school, for the most part, you probably could barely get away with doing Urban Outfitters.
That is definitely, I don't want to subvert into another conversation, but that's definitely something I wanted to bring up about how are you affording this, especially, look, even at the college level. So like, I don't know if you saw the video, but there was a college student here who, he made a video on TikTok, and it was basically like the trend, like, oh, explain something that you don't understand. And he went ahead and he was like, I don't understand how like y'all are putting together these fits. Like what type of money, and most of them don't be having jobs. I could understand if the parents, you got tuition to pay, you got rent to pay, half of them stay off campus. Like the main thing was like, I don't understand how you're affording like what you're wearing. Like they're not buying it secondhand. It's like the Rick Owens, like all the Telfar bags in 5 billion different colors. You got all the different denim jackets, like all name brand, everything. The what's it called? Essential brand. That's the Fear of God.
Yeah.
That one.
FAMU alum.
No way. What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I literally found out about it on this podcast, on my episode with Jordan and Gerald.
There's no way, because I literally, bro, they wearing that Sugar from BTS wears that all the time. So that's how I first like heard of it. I didn't even know. Stop. That is so crazy. I love that. You see how things are such a small world.
The F in FAMU stands for fashion. Get into it.
All right.
Yeah.
Fashion and modeling university.
Yeah. Wake it up. Yeah. We do that.
The main conversation was just around like me personally. I want name brand things are cute. I don't care if I used to care if it's name brand when I was like younger, but now I'm just like, if it's cute and it gives me the same vibe that I want, like I don't need the shirt to say Gucci and it's fake. That's the other point that he was bringing up. He was like, unless it's fake, which I'm not looking. I no comment. You do what you do, because I'm not looking at the tag, baby. I can't tell fake from real because I never had the real. You get it, but it's like, how else would you like afford this stuff? You let me know, Cordell, because Cordell got Telfar on right now as we speak. He is a fraud. He over here nodding and acting like he knows.
Whoa.
Nope.
For me, a lot of the times it's either I have saved money or I handle what I have to handle first, and then if I have money left over to then afford me things that I would like to have, I do that. I'm not one of those people where it's like I'm going to put an outfit before my rent, or I'm going to put my necessities and needs before anything that's outside of that I could easily attain after the fact. There would be no point. In my head, at least for me, on it, when it comes to like even like getting the stuff that I do have for campus, a lot of the time I like getting it secondhand. I like not, because especially because it's, you know, in this landscape, it's expensive to talk about trying to get certain things up front, and I don't have that money.
Yes.
So if I have to get secondhand, I'll get secondhand. If I gotta wait until I have enough money and save it up and, you know, get it when I can get it, then I do that. I'm not gonna just run through all of my money just so I could walk on a campus and be like, oh, I have this designer on, look at me. Especially because realistically, you could have on Gucci, you could have on Walmart. You can make it look ugly both ways.
I'm so glad you said that. It's really just about how you put it on. If you putting that stuff on, you put it on no matter what it is. But people be throwing together designer brand stuff off the runway. How you make the stuff off on the runway look bad?
Child.
Sometimes it already be looking bad.
Child.
And you know, you see the celebrities, they be putting it on, dressing it up, and it look good.
I feel like when it comes to at least this current landscape, and especially because of the HBCU, because we all dress up all the time. It's kind of like a running gag with HBCUs.
Like, it's in our veins.
But I feel like, at least in my opinion, I wouldn't say I necessarily look at it as a runway show where it's like, oh, I have to be presentable all the time, and like I have to give a certain vibe in front of everybody all the time for the first week. It's kind of like I dress how I want to dress, and it's my own self-expression. If y'all like it, cool. If y'all don't like it, that's also cool. I'm dressing for myself. And the first week in and of itself, though I do kind of up the ante from what I normally dress like, I still keep it within the realm of
it's
I'm gonna look like this all the time.
It's still consistent. Like, what I will say is, like, there's two types of like fashions I feel like at FAMU. Like, your personal, I'll start with the other one. There's the fashion that everybody wears the same thing because it's the latest trend, and it's like, okay, we see these people in this area on campus doing X, Y, and Z, wearing, you know, this type of stuff, and you're kind of trying to show yourself or show interest in certain things. Like a new year, new you. This is you know, trying to express yourself through clothing. And then there's the people that like have a high standard for themselves and their own personal like style. Like me personally, I don't want to buy everything else that, you know, everyone else has. But I know I have a high standard for how I usually dress and my type of, you know, like from freshman year, I set this goal. Not really goal, but like there's this summary that campus has of, okay, that's Micah, we know that because this is how she dresses. So I try to upkeep how I personally dress, and, you know, whether that's incorporating new things or keeping it old or going back, you know, that's how I do.
It's understandable. It's good to, on top of having, I guess, a way in which people identify you as with your clothing, it's also good to kind of like, you know, throughout the years, you got to evolve and grow. Yeah. Because it's like I remember hearing it somewhere where it's like, if you look back at something that you've done in the past and you can't look at it and be like, here's where I grew from that point to this point, then you're not growing.
Literally. I try not to base too much, you know, growth on clothing, because I mean, people just, it's subjective. It is very to each and of its own. But for me, like, I've seen how I've grown in clothing throughout the years. I basically, like I told you, I basically dress like a feminized soldier boy. And I love it. All right. You want to laugh.
I'm not.
He wants to laugh.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
You do though.
I don't.
But that's all right.
If y'all could hear me, I have a straight serious face. I'm not smiling. Like, I look so serious.
Me when I lie.
Okay. Wow.
Me when I lie.
Wow.
Yeah, call out.
Wow. Let's turn the camera around. Let's talk about that face.
What camera? We on air.
All right. Wow. Well,
I know the people that's listening to this right now, y'all can see what my face look like. If you know me in real life, come on now.
Wow.
Sorry.
So my next question is, what is, in your opinion, your best first day fit?
Child, my best first day fit was the one I had this year, and it wasn't even that good.
Please.
Look,
it was cute.
We was just speaking. It was cute, but I had a mental breakdown. We gonna explain why. So obviously we were talking about like growth and stuff when it comes to your clothing and how you are and looking back. So let me just quickly recap. Freshman year, I had one class on the first day, so I didn't even count that. I just wore a t-shirt and some ripped jeans. The next day, I had on this cottagecore blue dress with this green Shein backpack and these long butterfly locks, and I looked a mess. Looking back, it was kind of a cute moment, but I don't remember what the style I was going for. Go back to last year was the ugliest style I ever wore for my first day of class. I had this Shein shirt with a little under thing outline, like underlining above the chest area, and then I had these green shorts on and some yellow Converse, which it sounds so horrid on Air right now, well, on here, but in real life, it wasn't like that bright, ugly yellow. It was a nice Converse. Anyways, so I was trying to get away from that. So my style this year, I wore these Nike, I don't even know what they call. That's sad. Anyways, they were basically, they wasn't Air Forces, but they were some nice Nikes, and the check was orange, and then I had on some like 80s camp counselor shorts. So cute, y'all. I died behind those. And then I had this thrifted oversized, like, what is it, bomber jacket from Champion, if that's what you can call it. It was really like, I had my hair in two, like, what's it called,
like pigtails? Yeah,
2 pigtails and everything, and the bag was bagging, and it was just, I think this past year really solidified like that I'm a mess when it comes to what I'm wearing. But I mean, I ate it up.
It was cute.
It was growth. I wish y'all could see it.
It was a nice outfit.
Micah Barkely on Instagram.
Please
tap that like button.
Oh my God. Not the promo.
Oh Lord.
I can't.
What about you?
Yeah.
You had a lot.
Yeah.
Your first day fits. Y'all, because I'm before you go ahead, I'm imagining random people, you know, outside of FAMU that don't know us at all listening. If y'all could see Cordell, real bad.
She hyping it up too much.
I'm not, y'all. I'm really not. Go ahead, Cordell.
I'd say, I feel like it'd have to be this year. Because freshman year, I remember I wore this shirt I got online, and then a pair of these like crisscross, like cut and sewn fabric jeans that I really like. I still wear them to this day. They're really cute jeans. But I remember I didn't really like the outfit. I'm like looking back, I was just kind of like, oh, this could have been better. I could have probably felt a bit more confident in it. Last year, I don't remember what I wore. Oh wait, I do. I wore the same jeans, this Black History shirt, and this orange jacket. It was a cute little color combo, but it really wasn't intentional. I had no real outfit last year. This year, I'm gonna go with the outfit that I wore on Tuesday, because the outfit I wore on Monday, I absolutely despised. So the outfit on Tuesday I had was a cute little, like, I had like a black little tank top on, and then I had a denim jacket on, and some cute little jorts, and my little cowboy boots, and my a Warren hat made by Moni on our campus. Shout out Moni. Shop a Warren. But yeah, I had that on, and I feel like that had to have been probably like the most confident I felt in terms of a first day fit, because I felt more like myself. I felt kind of open, and I guess because a lot of the times I'm used to usually wearing baggy stuff, and it was, I mean, the outfit I had on was a bit baggy, but it was probably more like loose in terms of, I guess, getting airflow through and things. So I felt real comfortable in this heat. So
I'm definitely, like, you know, my style personally. I love a baggy combo. The only reason why I wore shorts was because I didn't want to pass away. Look, there's this running thing in Florida where I'm from. You have 2 ways of wearing some hot clothing. Either you're going to wear like a jacket and shorts, or pants, long, heavy pants, and a short sleeve shirt. That's the only way to do it.
It is. Especially if I'm like back home in Linda Broward, every time you see somebody in a hoodie, they got to have shorts on.
Got to.
You ain't never wearing a hoodie and jeans.
And this heat right now, that's a death sentence.
Full on. It feels like 175. And we're in September.
Yeah.
The summer is done.
Child,
it shouldn't be this hot.
It really shouldn't. And y'all say global warming, but y'all not ready for that conversation.
Oh, no. Wake it up. Would you say the school presents itself as a time to kind of grow and evolve your fashion sense, or do you just see it as like you get up, you get dressed, you go home?
Fashion sense. I will tell y'all, like, going back to K through 12, I was raised... Like, I went to school in St. Cloud, Florida, y'all. Y'all heard the y'all, so y'all should know where it's coming from. I went to a school called, should I even say the school name?
I mean, if you want to.
Harmony High School.
Okay, Harmony.
It was in the back of nowhere. You knew it was bad. We had a vet program, cows on campus. As we walked, it was very much in the country, farms everywhere. And I grew up with a bunch of Caucasian and Latin people. And so I had no sense of fashion. Once I came to college, as you can tell by year 1 and 2, were test runs. We're definitely test runs. Year 2, I was doing a lot better. That first fit didn't count on year 2. But I feel like if I was to go straight into the world or workforce straight out of high school and not came to this HBCU, I would have been shot down immediately. I would not know how to dress myself. I would not know what goes with each other. I just learned about the sandwich combo for dressing.
Sandwich?
Your top and your shoes should match colors. Bottom should be different. And that's a look that you can go for. for. So like what I got on right now, I got this, this don't count. If I was wearing like a white shirt right now, I have these white Air Forces on and these blue pants. That's kind of a cute way to dress up your, that's just an easier way. That's how I used to always do it, but I would have never learned that. Thank you, TikTok. All right.
I didn't even know it had like a name or something. I just thought that was just like, coordinating and matching.
See, me too. That's how I thought it was, but that's like, some people will try to shoes and pants and it's kind of like, or like, bag, shoes and pants and then you leaving out the shirt. It looks kind of weird.
It gives it like a break in between.
Yeah.
So it's not just like, oh, you have two colors at the bottom, but then the one color at the top doesn't make sense with the two colors on the bottom.
Exactly. So, and I would have been mix matching, looking a mess, upside down, turn around, 360.
Please.
But how about you?
I'd say, I feel like it definitely helps you grow your fashion sense, especially like, prime example being here at FAMU. It's like, for the 3 years that I've been here, seeing everybody on campus and all the different like fashion styles and senses and people, it kind of helps me grow and evolve in terms of my own sense of style and what I like or don't like. And then especially seeing all the different styles, it's definitely like, oh, you could try out this, you could try out that. Like, oh, maybe I want to try to lean more into like prep and professional wear. I could look at, student A or student B. Oh, maybe I want to lean more into streetwear. I could look at student C and student D. Maybe take some tips from them, take some tips from somebody over here. And I feel like, while it's definitely okay to just get up, get dressed, go home. You don't have to get dressed up all the time. You don't have to really get dressed up at all. It's really a personal choice.
Exactly.
I feel like for me, and probably for some other people or the people listening to this podcast, I can imagine that school presented itself with the opportunity for you to grow within your own personal identity, probably even further into your own clothing identity in terms of what you wear, how you present yourself, and how you express yourself to the world.
And child, one thing that I definitely did notice or know now is that, when it comes to dressing yourself, you can do the best that you can, but just know, when you think you got that stuff on, there is always somebody Asian international student,
please,
that is eating you up.
Child.
Bad.
I will always say, make sure you are humble and have humility when it comes to,
for sure,
like, having your outfits on, because trust and believe,
there's someone eating you.
Somebody's chewing you up real bad.
Really badly.
And it happens. It happens. Trust me, for as much as people be thinking that I'm like, I'm the one. That some of these folks on this camp, I'm like, as much people try to be talking like FAMU's not one of those campuses when it comes to fashion.
Oh,
FAMU got it.
It's bad.
We got it.
Like, you think you got that stuff on, you was a little, confused, a little shy. Oh, I don't know. Somebody walked right past you. You go to your dorm and change.
Yes.
Not even into a better fit.
No, you just change.
You just completely
you just
change
get out of
into sweat so that they think this is acceptable.
Very much.
Like,
Child. So my next question is, when it comes to HBCUs, do you think that we go all out for back to school in comparison to PWIs, and why? I mean, the answer is just yes. Yeah. And it's really comes to culture. Also, yes, it actually does come to culture. Let me explain. Because there's certain types of people, no matter the race, that go to each school. You're black, go to a HBCU is, I'm gonna get hot take. It's not the same black person going to a PWI. No,
like,
you
know what I'm saying? So it's just like, usually people who choose to go to PWIs and stuff like that, they're, since no matter if they're rooted in fashion, if they feel more comfortable wearing dress down clothes or not all the fashionable clothes that they do have in their closet, and they go to a PWI, they'll feel more comfortable dressing down and not taking back to school as serious and focusing more on just the educational aspect of it than we do at a HBCU, where it's a runway. I told you it's fashion and modeling university here. That's just how it goes. So like, I feel like, well, it's not even a thing. It's a fact, going back to school shopping.
Yeah.
Especially at HBCU, it's bad, especially FAMU, child. And it doesn't help that it's hot.
No.
Did I mention it's hot?
Yeah. No, I don't think we talk about that enough.
Y'all, if you don't know, bro.
But I was gonna say, it's definitely a fact that at HBCUs, it's almost embedded within HBCU culture that it's like, not even really dress to impress, but just dress for your own success, dress because you want to express, dress because you want to dress. It's literally, you just come to school and wear what you want to wear. In comparison to like PWIs, I'm not going to make a sweeping generalization of PWI and people how they dress on campus, but compared to HBCUs, for them, I don't really feel like it's too many students that are like, oh, we're going to dress up on campus, we're going to, do a lot. comparison to us, you could throw FAMU, NCAT, Howard, any of the big ones into the ring, any of the small ones too. In general, HBCU culture, we all dress up to go to class, or we all dress up to go out, or we all just dress up just to exist on campus.
Yeah. And I also feel like what's crazy, because I'm thinking of FSU right now since they're right across the tracks, like what do we consider dressing up in comparison to them? Because their dress up could be wearing just skinny jeans, sandals, and this nice cool shirt. And I just named like half of FSU's campus. No shade.
No, it's too.
But
true.
Yeah, but like that's literally like that could be dressing up to them. So it's just like I said, it's a culture thing. But dressing up, we talk about like I feel like at HBCUs we get as close to what you would put out on the runway as possible.
Oh, honestly.
Now the other ones they mix and match certain brands, but we try to make it flow into something. If a camera was on us, if somebody from Vogue was here, Glamour, Harper.
Please.
I'm trying to think. Ooh, my fault.
Cosmo.
Yeah, them. If they was to pull up with a camera and said walk right now, you'd walk and eat down, and now you famous.
I was gonna say my last question here is: can you say that your style differs from the beginning to the end of a typical school year?
Oh yeah, it's gonna get real bad, y'all. I'm telling you right now. If you're listening to this now and you see me last day of spring semester, it's gonna be a different person. I don't know how yet. I'm telling you, once I settle in and then you start getting your money to go back shopping and then rearranging your closet, it's a whole new world. It's a whole new thing. I'm going to be a whole different person. I don't know which direction I'm going into. I kind of really just, me, I just put stuff together that I think look cool. And you can't even say I have a direct style. I try to, categorize myself, but I physically can. I just say, I want to be Soulja Boy. And that's my nickname, Soulja Boy. Holla.
But I was gonna definitely say that by the end of this school year, probably even this semester, it's gonna look different. We have hopes for leaning more into androgynous styles. So
all right now,
hopefully
stilettos and pumps.
The big man feet. That's not.
It can work though.
But yeah, I'd hope that by the end of the year, I'd like to switch it up. I'm like every year, it's always been different. I'm like at the end of freshman year, I ended up coming out having locks. The end of,
an icon.
Please. The end of sophomore year, I came out. I kind of started dressing differently. I got more into feminine styles. I haven't fully verged in yet. I'm still working on it, but I started getting into that. And hopefully this year, I'm trying to fully jump into it and just find more ways to express myself, because I ain't got nothing but time, and college is the best place to do it.
You know what? Let me. I said I can't really see where I'm gonna go with this, with my fashion, but I really see myself dimming it down. I don't know, the bodysuit moments that the skinny ones, the girls be doing with the scrunch socks and the low shoes, and that's all you wear, the ballerina shotties. That type of era is what I'm trying to get into now. Hot take: do I have the body for it? No. And I know a lot of people are going to be like,
who says?
You see, prime example. I do. Me personally.
All right.
Me personally, I'm telling y'all, I'm going to eventually be snatched like Megan. And this audio right here is going to be playing over that picture reveal.
Please.
But yeah, I see myself just dimming it down a little bit, wearing simpler things. I'll pull out, like I said, my style is not definite. It's never finite. So I'll be pulling out different things, but it's definitely going to tone it down a little bit. I'm getting older. Well, I'm finna turn 21, y'all.
Oh yeah, that's right. You do it before me, right? I would like to dim it down, but I just I don't know. I feel like in dimming it down, it's just in dimming it down, I'm just wondering if I'm how I would do it, but also still stick to I'd like to give this type of feel or this type of feel, because I also still want to be able to be expressive, but I do at times want to be able to know how to make it more simplistic and not as vibrant, which isn't a problem, but I just want to have those times where I'm able to give it different ways.
I feel like that requires a lot of money and a lot more clothes. So you can have mix and match options and wear this same shirt 3 different times in a week, but nobody will ever be able to tell because of the way you pair it. Yeah, that's a lot of effort and time and a lot of budget that I don't have.
FAMU, give me a refund. Give us a refund.
Real
Give us
bad.
money.
Why do I have an error on my financial aid page? An error. Okay, you're right.
Girl,
Yep.
girl.
No, I actually wanted to talk about the latest trends we've been seeing on campus and why is every person wearing cargo skirts?
Well, cargo skirts are in trend.
Duh.
Okay.
I mean, but I feel like, let me just say this. There's so much black culture, obviously, since we go to a HBCU.
Yeah.
But there's so many of us that enjoy dressing up, and we gotta have the same For You page. We gotta have the same ads because I feel like every year there is one item of clothing that everybody wears. Like last year it was the Hawaii shirt from Shein.
Oh, okay.
Orange and green. Of course, orange and green. There's multiple orange and green shirts. That was first Set Friday, fall semester last year.
That or the parachute pants. I need some.
I had some, but they look bad. Like, the parachute pants just don't flatter when you're trying to give baggy but skinny waist.
Do you do like the tank top baggy, like the tank top and then?
I mean, yeah, it still don't give. It always gives, what's it called in the front, an issue. You know, like when it's just, when you got to get a bigger size. Y'all, I'm plus size. I got hips and butt.
Yeah.
All right. So you got to get bigger sizes if you want to give this look, but at the top, it never looks good. That's why a lot of people, I'll tell you right now, that's why I wear a lot of baggier shirts with nice pants, because the around the waist never gives. It's too big.
Okay. Yeah, because I've never, like, I didn't know. So I was just like, I've never, like, thought about it, I guess, with that silhouette in terms of it being, like, an issue. Because I would assume that it'd be, like, an easier silhouette to pull off.
For sure. Do you feel like, this is just random, do you feel like Telfars are going out of style at the moment?
No. No, because I still can't get
shut
one.
Me up.
I still can barely get one.
I'm talking about at FAMU.
Oh, at FAMU?
I honestly have not seen, maybe it's because I'm stuck in J school all day.
They've seen them on campus a lot, but I haven't seen, like, in terms of, like, new colors, no.
Right.
I've seen, like, the traditional, like, black, white, blue.
The black gonna always eat.
The orange and green ones, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Like, reds. Like, I've seen the regular colors I have seen. I haven't seen anybody with the clear ones, which I really want. Bad.
Why?
They look cute. The brown one, the brown clear bag, the brown clear Melissa.
Brown clear Melissa.
Telfar. And they also have like slides too, but I really wouldn't wear the slides.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Right.
Now let me tell you something about this.
They're cute and they're still in stock.
This is not, you said clear. I'm thinking you talking about clear Walmart book bag type Telfar.
No.
The shoe.
It's like jelly.
The Melissa women's jelly slides. Oh, don't let me get no money.
They're cute. I was like, I don't understand why people haven't, like, well, I mean, they bought the first drop, but like the most recent restock, I can still get them online.
The brown one.
They got a pink one too.
They kind of give, they're kind of giving like the little brown bag, but not really. It's giving 80s, everything was brown. Yeah. And I kind of want to go back to that time. Well, I don't want to go back to the 80s because aesthetically.
Well, yeah.
You know, this is cute. $200 for a tablecloth is crazy, but
try to stay regular price.
Ooh.
It ain't ever changing. Well, I mean, it used to be like 90, 150, 220.
That's crazy.
And now it's...
Let's go back to 90, please.
150, 203.
We ain't got no money.
No. Klarna. 4 easy payments.
No I'll be wanting to leave after one payment. Block card.
Are there any other trends on campus that I like?
Everybody got Ricks.
Oh yeah,
which I could never afford, but I'll just watch from afar, I guess.
Timo.
Ooh, word. See, that's what I was talking about earlier in our other topic about is it real or not?
Temu, Panda Buy. I mean, you can get them on Temu, Panda Buy, DHgate. I'm not saying that that people on campus are wearing fake ones, but you can get very easily recognizable recs.
That's what someone was talking about on Fizz. Y'all, if y'all don't know what Fizz is, it's like anonymous Twitter for just us at the school, and it is dangerous.
My God.
It is a dangerous app. Literally, I was just on there. Someone was talking about someone had fake Ricks on, and then someone was like, have you even opened a book yet?
Have you read?
Have you submitted an assignment?
Did you look at the syllabus?
What is your GPA? Have you gone to class?
Hello.
It was during the hurricane. I'm confused.
Which don't make no.
But hey,
Well, that was the episode for today, guys.
Sure was.
I'm glad that you guys decided to come back for a new season. I can't wait for you guys to see and hear all the different guests we have on, the different things we'll be talking about. We're definitely going to revamp. It's going to be bigger and better than season 1, so I can't wait for you guys to hear it. If you want to find me, you can find me on Instagram at CRDLLLL. It's my name. No vowels. Get into it. Where can they find you, Micah?
Y'all can find me at Micah Barkely, MICAHBARKLEY.
Period.
Very original.
And you can find this show on Instagram at Off the Rack 90.5. That is Off the Rack 90.5. It was wonderful to have you guys come in and shop with us today.
Love you.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Off the Rack is produced in the studios of WANM-FM 90.5 in the School of Journalism and Graphic Communications at Florida A&M University.